Welcome to
She Talks, He Nods.
We're your hosts. I'm Megan.
I'm Kris.
And we are doing a question and answer today. I'm kind of excited for this.
Yeah, me too.
And then we get to answer things that people want to know rather than just like the things we're putting out there, which I also love doing. But This will be different and I think it'll be fun.
It's not just us rambling with our own thoughts. It's us rambling to your questions. So that is different.
Definitely, for sure.
What's been going on?
Well, I got my neck tattooed.
Oh, yeah. You want to brag about that. So go ahead.
Start it.
Go ahead.
It's not done. I got my first session done. So we have to do another session. So I just got the outline of my flowers and some of my leafy bits, and then we'll do my mandala and the rest of the designs in about 3 weeks. So I'm excited for that. I was really actually kind of nervous for this one because like whenever I went to hand territory for tattoos, that was like a whole new ball game because it's like I can no longer hide my tattoos with pants and long sleeves. And then they turned out to be my favorite tattoos. So every time I look at myself and I see my neck, I'm like, I just need something on it. So far since getting it done, I just am obsessed. Like I love the way it looks and I'm super excited to see it finished.
Yeah,
I have an amazing tattoo artist. So
yeah,
he's great.
I like it a lot too. And he's got a pretty good name as well.
They have the same name.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. I think it looks really good and it's going to look really, really good once you have the center filled in. And yeah, I just think it ups your tattoo look when like just in a t-shirt like you're wearing now, like it just, I don't know, it just makes it look way more full.
Yeah.
When you show more like that, it makes the imagination think like everything under that t-shirt has to be just tattoos.
It pretty much is.
I know.
On the front at least, not the back.
But it's just like when it's just like coming out of every area
that you can see, it makes you think, well, everything else must be that if you can see it.
Right.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I don't know. It's so funny because when I look at myself in the mirror, like I know that I have a lot of tattoos, but when I look at myself in the mirror, all I see is my negative space, the blank skin. I'm just like, it needs something on it.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. But you're still training. That's kind of all you have going on right now, yeah?
Oh, been riding some bikes.
Lots of bikes.
That's true. My race is 18 days, I think.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I only have like 5 more proper workouts before the race, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, you're going to do great.
I hope so. DNF after 3 miles.
Oh my gosh.
Could
you imagine?
Travel 4 hours, DNF, travel 4 hours back, worth it.
Yeah. It won't happen.
But yeah, pretty much just bikes. At work, I delivered food that will be eaten by Trump.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And then I also delivered food to Wolfgang Puck, who will be cooking the food for Trump.
Did you deliver it? Like, was he there?
No.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That would have been pretty
Too bad
cool.
it wasn't him like accepting the food and like checking it to see the quality and sending it back or something.
Yeah, that would have been pretty sweet. But there was just a bunch of invoices all over on the table that was all Wolfgang. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I would have been like, I'm a big fan of your frying pans, my good friend. Yeah. And also your spatulas are pretty high quality. So thanks for all that.
For sure.
Hope these strawberries aren't moldy. But yeah, that was pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, that's all the excitement in my life.
Yeah. And how were you delivering food that was going to be for Trump? Where's that?
Medora.
Yeah. If you don't know where that is, it's a little dot in North Dakota.
Our little tourist town. But when this episode releases, it will have been like 9 days ago when he was in Medora. So we're recording this actually the day before.
He's there tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Tomorrow's the day. So when this comes out, this will all have been long history. But
how crazy are the roads going to be just in that area?
Super nuts.
Do they shut everything down? Like, how is that going to work? Like, can you even drive through Medora at that point or can you not?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
But there was a giant RV parked at the American. The whole thing was just solid matte black, a giant RV with no license plates on it or anything. And I was like, probably Secret Service. Probably just chilling, just waiting.
Or what if he was already there and they told everyone else that he's coming tomorrow, but for his safety, he's been there in that RV for like 3 days or something?
I don't think so. I don't think he gets to do very much without everyone knowing about it.
I don't know. I feel like that's how I would do it. Just like, this is the day we'll be traveling. And then, before that even happens, you know where you're going to be.
But I was delivering up at the presidential library there. And as as I was coming down back off the hill, there was 2 guys on horses that I think were like going to be the 2 horses and 2 guys that lead Trump up the hill on the horses.
Okay.
So they were just like practicing running with the horses. They were going fast. They're probably going like 20, 25, just flying up the hill on the horses,
I
hauling.
still don't think you know how to clock things speeds, just seeing them out.
Bro, I'm constantly aware of speed. I'm on my bike and my semi. I know what speeds are.
I don't know. You said our daughter was going 25 miles per hour on her scooter, and I just don't think that's true still.
I stand by that. That was a huge hill, and she's very arrow.
Okay. Well, let's get into our questions. So I will read the first one and we'll both answer each one. So we got some really good ones here. So the first one is, what would your death row meal be?
Death row meal, huh?
What did you do to get on death row, though? That's my question.
It's hungry work being on death row. I'll tell you that. That last meal is going to hit different.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd pull the old Uno reverse card on them and I would order Peking duck, which I believe takes 2 days to prepare. So depending on when you order it, you could sneak an extra day out, 1 more day to escape.
I don't know if it works like that. Like, you probably just get like a cheap version of that. I don't think they're like, yeah, we'll extend it so you can get your meal.
I think they'll go, nah, pick something else. Death row meal, probably just like a proper breakfast, like omelet and bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, probably just like a good omelet and bacon. Also,
I guess I should be making you more omelets and bacon.
Omelets are great.
We like never make omelets.
I know, they're hard to make.
They're really not. They're really easy.
I went through a phase where I was trying to make omelets and wasted a lot of eggs.
Oh, honey, you just got to low heat and just put the stuff in, flip it over. It's not hard.
I think that's what I did and it didn't work. But nonetheless, I'm going proper breakfast, omelet, eggs, maybe a breakfast steak in there.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, see, my question is, can I have a buffet? Because, like, does it work like that, or does it have to be one plated meal? Because that's tough. Because I love a variety of things. My best meal ever would have to have some Thai food in there. So give me some good old fashioned pad Thai. Give me some papaya salad. That has to be on my plate for sure. But I also want like some salmon patties on there and some fried okra.
Very Southern.
Yeah, and then it's like two totally different things. I want a Southern Thai last meal.
Southern Asian, please.
Yeah, and then will we get dessert? Because if we're getting dessert, I need a... Ooh, that's hard. I'll probably just have to go with a classic cheesecake. What about you for dessert? Surely you would get dessert on your last meal.
Dessert? Death row meal?
Death dessert. What would you have?
Death row dessert. Yeah, dessert's it's not everything to me. I don't really think about it very much. I love red velvet cake. I'd love to have a slice of red velvet cake. Or no. Strap me into the chair. I'm ready. A cherry pie. That's what I want.
Not for me.
Yep.
Oh, Coogan. I didn't say Coogan. I should have Coogan as dessert. I take that back. I will not have cheesecake as my dessert. It will be cottage cheese flavored Coogan.
It's a good idea.
With my pad Thai, papaya salad, salmon patty, fried okra.
You don't even have to worry about what it's going to do to your stomach and how you're going to digest it.
Hey, I digest Thai food like really good. My body does great for Thai food. It's definitely my like top tier favorite food.
Maybe a deeper philosophical question. Why do we do last meal for death row?
I'm sure there's a reason somewhere.
Just
a little humanity before you're killed, I guess.
Before the most inhumane thing you could do to a person.
Yeah, that is pretty whack, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's just save the food.
Save the needle.
That's true. Well, I'm not going to give an opinion on whether or not people should be on death row. But nonetheless, if
I don't know how I feel.
I don't make the rules. I know this is just the way the world works right now.
Where is that even still a thing? Isn't it not everywhere anymore?
Yeah, no, it's not for sure. But I know there's some states, like I think Texas and some other like Southeast, I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea. I don't keep up with my jailed inmates because I don't have any personally that I know. So, especially on death row. So I have no idea how that works. I should look more into that. I wanted to be a prison psychologist once. That's what my degree is in psychology. And I thought it would be really cool to work with inmates, like the twisted minds and just why. I want to know people's why for everything they do, not just the bad things, but anything. So I think working with inmates would have been very interesting job.
It'd be a heavy job.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be hard to go to work and come home and also just be a normal person. Well, better just do the laundry now after talking to some serial killer.
I mean, I think that's for any psychologist or psychiatrist or anyone in any therapy avenue. Like that is just a hard career path to take. And probably some of the reason, well, not really. That's not really the reason I don't use my degree, because I would like to use my degree one day, but I just chose to do the mom thing right now.
You're using it every day on children.
Ooh, good point.
Constantly trying to outwit them.
Good point. I do use my degree.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 2.
All right.
Somehow we got from food to career paths. So that's how far we take things. All right. You read question number 2.
Question number 2. As parents, have you guys ever dealt with sleepwalkers, sleep talkers, or anything spiritual or paranormal happenings? And if so, how'd you guys handle it or react?
So we have had a sleepwalker, but I actually never looked at it in this perspective. So our 7-year-old has no tonsils or adenoids anymore, and she had those removed almost 3 years ago. And before that, she was diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea. So basically, she had never breathed through her nose like her entire life. It basically was just mouth breathing the whole time. She couldn't even, she could not do it. She could not take a breath in her nose. With the sleep apnea, she basically never got into that really deep sleep. So the first 5 years of her life, she didn't even get a good night of sleep, poor thing. It was just terrible. I hate thinking about it. Now she sleeps great. Before then, she didn't. And she walked a lot during that time. She would end up in the craziest places. She does it a little bit now still. So since having that question, I have thought, is that spiritual? I don't know, because it happened a lot more before when she had the sleep apnea. But now it's she has slept walk a couple times since then. So I don't know. What do you think about that? I've never looked at it in a paranormal way. I just was well, she's just, not sleeping well.
Well, I don't care for paranormal things. So I don't go looking for a reason to be thinking something's paranormal.
That's true.
I have seen, what's the movie where the whole movie's shot on essentially like a baby monitor?
Paranormal Activity, isn't it?
No, Insidious.
Oh, I have no idea. I thought there was one called Paranormal Activity.
You know what? That's the one.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity. Yes. There's a lot of mind scarring images in there, like the child standing over the parents, standing next to the parents' bed, and then the time lapse goes and it 4 or 5 hours goes by, and then the child goes back to the room or whatever.
Hate that.
Yeah,
thought.
I just gave myself shivers. Don't care for that.
Don't care for that either. Gosh, we've woke up with the kids standing there. How long were they there before we... I never, we don't have a camera in our room, so who would know? But that just gave me an icky thought. I don't like it.
Yeah, I know. It's feasible that Jovi could have stood by our bed for an extended period of time, because sometimes we would find her curled up in a chair or just on the floor in her bedroom.
And some other places that we won't get into. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of that was just because she would get up to pee or whatever, and she would just be a zombie of a human because she just was so tired going to bed, hasn't gotten quality sleep in years, and then she never remembered a drop of it.
Yeah.
And we'd ask her about it the next day, and she'd be like, huh? I was like, yeah, I found you in the basement in a chair, Yeah. And it was always scary because
we couldn't find her. There's been times where we haven't been able to find her.
So that's always scary. But yeah, I wouldn't chalk that up to paranormal. Logic prevails on that she's very sleep deprived and her brain's not functioning well because she's so tired. So sleepwalking, yes. Sleep talking.
So I've used to sleep talk.
Yeah.
And my dad sleep talks. So I think that's interesting. Someone had told me that we had a full conversation on the phone, and I had no recollection of the conversation. I answered a phone, had a full conversation with somebody, and don't even recall.
Yeah, that's pretty next
level. So that's
level.
pretty interesting.
You've slept talked with me before.
Have I?
I can't remember any specific details because I would always tell you about it the next day.
Not moans and groans, but actually talking. I don't remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, and the things you would say would be so out of this world that for 3 or 4 responses of me going, what? But before I'd realize, oh, okay, she's out.
But you can't recall what it was?
No, not
Oh, man.
specifically. I know, but I remember them being real funny, and I remember us laughing really hard about it the next day when I would tell you what you said.
So to answer that question, that's all we have. Okay. Should couples spend time alone regularly without children, and how often?
Should couples spend time regularly alone without children, and how often?
That's a really good question. What do you think?
I think a resounding yes. Parents should spend time alone together without children, like date nights or just being at home without the children. And how often? Now that is what depends on the dynamic of the family and what your availability is for childcare and whatever.
Oh, absolutely. I think so too.
For
As
sure.
a couple, date nights are 100% necessary and important. Like they need to happen.
Yeah, I think it's really easy to forget that before kids, it was just you two.
And after kids, it will be just you two.
Yep, and to not lose yourself in the mix of the kids. And a lot of times you could fall out of love because you never get to spend any real time with each other. It's just business raising kids.
Absolutely.
And it's important to not do that. And it's important to always try to keep that individual time together, keep that spark alive, do something romantic that can just help bring you closer. Life's just much better. You're a better parent. You're a better spouse when you're just closer together.
Yeah. And that dynamic is hard because, our first, 4 years, especially first 4 years, closer to first 5 years of our marriage, we didn't have any family anywhere near where we lived. And I also was the mom who did not let my child just go to somebody. I think she was 2 before I let our neighbor in Washburn watch her. And that was for like an hour at a time.
And we were extremely close with our neighbor.
Yes.
It wasn't just a neighbor that we were like, can you watch our kid?
No, she was like our third grandmother.
Yeah,
like
super trusted. Yep.
Yes. So we let her watch her, but that was 2 years. So we essentially did not have a date for 2 years, like a true date.
But then even after that, like you were saying, 4.5, 5 years or whatever, we could count the number of dates we had on one hand.
In the first 6 years of marriage.
Yep. Because we had no family up here and nobody that we wanted to leave our kids with.
Yeah, I remember us saying that a lot. The first 6 years of marriage, we could count on our hands. And since then, we have very much made up for that lost time.
Yeah.
His mom now lives in the same city. So we have her to get some time together. And my mom comes up and she watches the girls. And that's when we get our overnight dates. So that's really fun because those are really important too, to just be able to go to sleep together without the stress of worrying about when you have to wake up, and you can just do whatever and spend that time together and just wake up together.
Right.
Many parents don't get to wake up and just be together. It's wake up and write to business. So those overnight dates are also really important. Overnights we get like twice a year at this stage in life. And I think that's okay for us. That works pretty well. And then the other dates, we try to do something, what do you say? Like an actual date. How often do you say that we get together? I feel satisfied in our amount of time, alone time together without kids.
Yeah, I'm not
How often do you
exactly.
think we are?
I don't think we're like super consistent. So that's what makes it a little hard. It just kind of
We
depends.
don't have like Friday date night every week.
Yeah. So that makes it kind of hard to judge. But I would say at least once every like 2 weeks
Yeah,
or
at
even
least.
more than that, you think? Or
Probably at least once every 2 weeks.
yeah, and that seems like enough. It'd be great to have more, but
We still have connection time, like alone time. Still, even with that, like our girls will go down the street to a friend's house, and then during that time we have that connection point, and we'll do different things. So it's not just the date night is our connection time, because we definitely do spend time together. Like right now, we're spending time together alone without the kids.
Yep.
And yeah, so often enough to not lose your connection,
yeah,
whatever that may be for you.
right.
I think it's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah, I think so too. But yes, it's important. Couples should definitely make time for themselves.
Yeah. Now, the way I read it was just individual time, which I don't know. Maybe I probably read that wrong, but
It's only you read what you wanted to read,
Yeah.
didn't you? It sounds like you want some more individual time.
no. As for that, where do you feel?
Yeah, you definitely need individual
Mhm.
time.
For sure.
You can't lose your sense of individuality either.
Yeah. Like we are one for sure, 100%. And honestly, I think you and I do more together as a couple and as a family than most. I would say that our amount of togetherness is pretty high up there.
Yeah.
We really do a lot together. Some
Yeah.
people ask us, do you guys do anything not together? We're like, well, Not really.
Not really. We're a family.
Also, I enjoy doing things with you.
Well,
You
I
know?
am enjoyable.
You are sometimes.
No, I'm pretty good company. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, no, really, I do. I thoroughly do just love being around you. So it's no question. Like, yeah, if I'm going to the grocery store, most of the times I want you there with me because
Yeah.
we just have fun together.
Yeah,
even
we
in
laugh.
just
You're my best friend.
yeah,
Like, I want to spend time with my best friend.
yeah.
If your spouse is not your best friend,
What are you doing?
what are you doing?
Right.
A little bit.
No, what are you doing?
Yeah, like
What a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
your spouse should be your best friend.
Yeah.
That's your person. That's your everything.
right.
You know?
If you're like, oh, I got to go grocery shopping with the wife, it's like, what are you doing? The wife should be your bestie.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you better than her. You know, you don't know anybody better than your wife. Marry your bestie. So anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question. I think we answered that one. Oh, wait, it's your turn to read.
Okay.
Okay, you read.
All right. If you had a theme song that played whenever you walked into a room, what would it be?
Oh, goodness. I love that question, but I'm not ready for it. You're going to have to start with that because I do not have any idea. Well, what would your theme song be, honey?
It's a funny thought. Every time you walk into a room, just music plays. Like you get everyone's
I love
attention with a
that.
song, and you're just.
But it's different for every mood and mode.
right.
You know,
what,
like
what
it's
room
not just
am I walking into?
it's not just one song. Like it depends on my vibe right there. Like some days I'm going to be walking in very sad and solemn and in my head and emotional. And some days I'm going to be walking in, you know, with what's that song? Put my hair back, check my nails, baby, how you feeling?
Feeling good as hell.
Sometimes that's my song. There you go. That's one of my songs. When I'm feeling myself, feeling good as hell. I like that one.
Yeah, I would just go something rocky, I guess.
Oh, that's true.
Something rock. Probably.
Oh, I got mine. Go ahead.
You know what? I'm going. Oh, what the?
Okay, I have mine.
All right, go ahead.
Back in Black, AC/DC.
That's pretty good.
That's the one. I love Dressing in Black. It's my favorite. And
That's a pretty good one.
yeah, that is. And I just love AC/DC. It takes me back to when I'm sitting in my granny's tree with my yellow boombox and my AC/DC CD playing. Or actually, you know what? That yellow boombox might have been a cassette boombox. So it might have been an AC/DC cassette that I was playing, rocking some good old AC/DC. But yeah, Back in Black, AC/DC. There's my theme song.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going Highway Star by Deep Purple. Look it up if you never heard it. It rocks.
Why is that your theme song?
It just rocks. I can't think of a mood that I would ever be in that I wouldn't play that song and just... It just rocks. That song's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a hard question just because we're very musical people and I just love music.
What if it was something by Michael Jackson, though?
Oh, that would be a good one, too.
Michael Jackson's got a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah.
Like Smooth Criminal. That would be a pretty sick song to come into. Yeah.
Or some Nirvana.
Ooh, or some Pearl Jam. Come on.
Yeah, see, Pearl Jam would be great to walk into.
That would rip.
Definitely something rockish.
Yeah.
Or total pop. I think I'm going to go with Nelly, Hot in Here.
I'm going with Nelly, number 1. Actually, I'm going with Paul Wall's Grills.
Gosh, that's hard. There's so many songs, so many good songs too. All right. How many tattoos you guys have?
All right, you count yours, I'll count mine. We'll combine the number.
Okay, so first off, I stopped counting my tattoos after 6. So my first 6, I was like, got 1 tattoo. I have 2 tattoos now. I got 3 tattoos. People come up, how many tattoos do you have? I got 5 tattoos. How many tattoos do you have? 6 tattoos. And then at that point, I think I started getting my sleeve. My sleeve all happened really fast, my first one. And now it's just 1.
Yeah, it's
like
one
that
tattoo.
sleeve is 1 tattoo, even though it's a million random different tattoos.
Right.
Like this, it's a very random sleeve. My first one.
One piece.
It's like 1 piece. And, you know, then I have random ones on my leg. Honestly, I should have, when I read this question, I should have sat down and counted my individual, like different piece. Each thought I could do that. But honestly, I have no idea. I can just say I have
dozens.
Yeah, I would say half of my right leg is covered. Legs are huge, so it's kind of random. It's still piecing together. I have 1 on my left leg. I have just my lower back done. My stomach is done. My chest is done. My ribs are done. Both of my sleeves are done. Neck now full all around is done. My butt is done. So most of my body is a tattoo.
Behind
in my ear.
In your inner ear.
Yeah.
Top of your foot.
Yeah. But that's really small.
Your finger.
My finger. Yeah.
There's a bunch, babe.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly, I wish I could give you a number. I did not count them.
Don't worry, listeners. I have a number. It's 1. It's just this wedding ring tattoo. Check it out.
I also have the same wedding ring.
And I have heard that the wedding ring tattoo is the most commonly removed tattoo.
Well, too bad ours can't be removed because it's negative space.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
I'll just have to fully black out my hand.
I mean, honestly, really easy. I could just move my dots up each finger.
Yeah.
It would be, because we didn't do like a band. We did the outline of our bands. Okay. Next question.
Okay. How do you find balance so one person doesn't feel like they're carrying more of the load?
So I guess for clarity, our dynamic in our house, Kris works full time. He's our main provider. And I stay at home, homeschool. And I work from home as well, but it's at my leisure. So I work when I can. And yeah, I do pretty much all of the house stuff and the schooling. Now, here's the thing. Our dynamic is by choice. I wanted to stay home with the kids. I always knew I did. Even before we were homeschooling, it was never even a question. Even when we were poor, Kris knew I'm going to stay home with the kids. He's going to work because that is what I wanted. I have always wanted to be a mother. Being a mother is the most fulfilling thing in my life. And I love being the one to raise them. You are too, of course, but time-wise, I spend a lot more time with them. Mm-hmm. Same with the house. I really enjoy having my house how I want it. And Kris is always right on board. Like when I'm like, let's move a couch, he's like, ugh, begrudgingly, yes. So I think communication, to be honest, I do feel like I carry a lot of the load around the house, but that is because I'm here. You know, it wouldn't make sense for me to not carry this load and, you know, him come home and be like, by the way, I left you all the dishes, all the laundry, and you need to vacuum the floors and do all that because I am here doing that. He does it too when he's not at work. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the communication. Now, could we improve by you being able to see it? Because I personally, I can see it. Like I look around and I see everything that needs to be done just at a glance, whereas you don't even notice it. So that can be frustrating sometimes. But one thing I love about you, you can come in the door and have had a long day at work, but you recognize that I've also had a long day at home. And I can say, I really need this from you. I need this to be done. I need your help with this. And you're not the one to say, I'm not doing that. I just worked. You're very much so like, yeah, let's get that done. I can help. What do you need? And I think that is a big thing is our communication to make sure that you are helping me when I need help and same for you.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. It just comes down to communication and basically just like having a general respect for your partner that you don't feel like you're getting screwed in the deal. And maybe some of you guys feel that you're just doing everything and your partner is doing nothing. And maybe it would change the way that you felt. But I don't feel that way because I'm doing all of the out of the house work that provides for our family. But I've never once said, well, how about the roof over your head? You can take care of this. I'm not doing that. And I've never even thought like that either. On the other side, she takes care of the house, which is also an extremely hard job to do while you're maintaining the kids' routine and
not to mention
everything.
Everybody's schedules in the house.
Yep. Oh yeah, you balance all that for sure. But I think it's just by necessity, like we are in the right roles.
Well, yeah, it matches with our personalities. I'm very type A. I'm very organized and in that sense. So like I need control over those things. It actually is what I want. Whereas you're more of a tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Yes, very
and
much
that
so.
kind of works in that dynamic as well, I think.
Yep. I have no problem being told what to do and I will go do it. If that's what you need from me, I'm happy to do it. But it's taken us years to get through that where you've always wanted me to read your mind and like
I still want you to read my mind.
Right. And like
I want you to walk in and see that all the shoes are in the foyer and just pick them up on your way through.
Sometimes I do. See, here's the philosophy side of things, right? Same with my socks. You got a big problem with my socks being laying around sometime, right?
Yes.
You only are mad at the socks that you see. You never see the socks that I pick up.
That is true.
So there's something philosophical there. But anyway, I mean, I'm just happy with our roles that we have, because there's no way I would be able to take care of the house and the kids near as well as you can.
However, I could make the money and provide.
You could. Yes, you could. Of course, you're a hard worker. Yes, but I'm also a hard worker.
No, I'm just joking with you. I'm saying I'm essentially just saying, like, you can't do what I can do.
Oh, but
I can do what you can do.
Yeah, I don't think you could do what I could do.
I couldn't do your actual job.
No.
You know,
I'm not saying
I'm not saying
that. But I'm like just happy to work.
Yeah. And actually, I'll say this, like, I wouldn't want to be away from the kids and the house all day. I thoroughly wouldn't. It is the most fulfilling thing. It is the hardest job on earth. 100% is the most important job, guys, to me. And I feel so thankful that I am able to do that, and that I don't have to go out and work because we can't make ends meet. I'm so thankful that we are able to live below our means and have that dynamic to raise our kids and do that.
Yeah, I'm thankful that I'm able to provide enough to where we can live the way we want to live while you're able to stay home. That's great. I never wake up and go, I wish you were the one waking up at 2 a.m. instead of me and I was sleeping in bed. I don't care at all. I'm happy to wake up. I'm happy to go to work. And I think that's a big factor in like our general happiness and like not holding resent. I just don't resent the fact that you get to stay home. You get to see the kids grow every minute, and I miss 50 to 60 hours a week while I'm at work. And I'm never resentful of that. I am jealous of it, but not resentful. I would rather be doing that with you and still making money, but that's not the way that life works. I think we both respect each other enough to know that if I come home and I can see that you're just destroyed and this day has just got the better of you, well, it's time to step up. I don't care if I worked 14 hours and just have been sweating all day long and been up since 1 a.m. It's like, okay, I have to do this. And that's the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go home and say, oh, but I had a long day. I'm going to sit on the couch. You know, it's like, no, it's fine. Your job is more mentally taxing than mine.
We both had long days, but they were in a different.
And they're different.
They're different. And it's like you had that, but now I need this.
Right.
I think just communication and just saying, I need your help with this. Let's plan this. And I think that's kind of this communication. Honestly, I feel like almost everything in life comes down to communication. And like you said, I love how you said, you know, you can't be resentful of it. We know the roles that we have chosen and we talk about them and we make sure that we're happy in what we are doing. And we are. I'm really happy with my life and our dynamic and everything.
Yep. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All righty. Next question. Okay. I like this question a lot. This is a fun one. What book, movie, or TV character do you feel is most like you?
Oh.
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Claire Dunphy from Modern Family. That is totally me. Type A, has an issue with controlling her entire family, which is me. And then also she's just like a woman boss of her family. Like she keeps everyone's schedules. That house would fall apart if it wasn't for her, especially because Phil's her husband.
I'm kind of Phil.
I was about to say, because, you know, he's just this goofy character, but their dynamic is perfect. She keeps everything running. She runs a lot. Look at that. She likes to run. I like to run because that helps the endorphins. She loves lists and calendars. I have the Skylight calendar up there. Love that thing. I run the calendar. Yes, Claire Dunphy. That is who I am.
It's a pretty good answer.
I've watched Modern Family 3 times, so it's like that one just sticks. That was one of my favorite TV shows.
Yeah, it's a good show. Yeah, I do have some similarities with Phil Dunphy for sure.
You do.
But I'm not as helpless. I'm not helpless, but
Phil's not completely helpless.
No. But yeah, I've got some of his quirkiness and his, you know, general lame dad joke demeanor. I've got a lot of them, and they're
a great dynamic.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't know. I really don't watch movies or TVs,
or
TV
reads.
shows.
He doesn't do any of that.
I don't do any of that stuff. So it's a little bit harder for me. Obviously, I have watched plenty of movies and TV shows, but I don't have any like top of mind.
Well, who's most like you in the ones you've seen?
I don't know. I mean, in order to answer that, I'd have to answer, how am I? And I have a hard time looking at myself objectively like that. Maybe, the horse from Rapunzel, Maximus.
There you go.
He's a strong, silent type, real good with a frying pan.
Look, you had an answer after all.
There we go. I'm Maximus.
You're a horse.
I'm a horse.
Well, if the hair fits. Okay, your turn to read a question. Let's have a couple more.
How do you guys settle disagreements?
I mean, this one just feels cut and dry to me because it's just
knock down, drag out, baby.
Yeah.
Strongest
boxing
person
gloves
wins.
in the front yard. No, guys, honestly, it's rock, paper, scissors. No, all jokes aside, communication. Is there any other answer?
But that is hard for some people to do.
Okay.
Communicating is hard for some couples, for sure. It is not, and it was hard for us at a time.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
We've just gotten better at communicating. And I think it kind of comes back to our carrying the load question, where it's like, you just have to respect your partner and just treat them like they're your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best guy friends, I would never treat him poorly, right? If he did something I didn't like, I wouldn't just jump down his throat. I wouldn't just boss him around. I thought more about that and was like, but you're way better of a friend than he ever will be,
Mm-hmm.
like, why would I ever be short with you? But we're
human.
Right. The more comfortable you are with somebody, the more you let your guard down and you can really be comfortable enough to say something snotty. Whereas to somebody who's not your spouse or whatever, you're going to think twice.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, maybe I shouldn't say, well, why would you do that?
Well, honestly, though, we don't typically have too many disagreements either. So I guess for us, that question's kind of hard. Now, let's talk about, I guess, would you count this as a disagreement that we had today? Whenever I overheard the way you were handling a situation with the kids downstairs and I kind of butted in, and at first we were going to holler across the stairs. I was like, come upstairs and talk. And I mean, that was a disagreement, right? You thought you should do it by just taking away the swing. And I said, right, but you stepped in an argument that was meant for the kids to have a solution. And then you were like, yeah, I had to take it away. And I was like, well, no, you didn't give them a chance or offer them a solution before just taking it away. And then adding on punishments if you don't like it, which emotions shouldn't be punished. Behavior should be punished, not emotions, right? So, for example, if a kid is breaking a rule and doing something that could endanger them,
have consequences.
that should have a consequence. But either way, emotion should never have a consequence, though. Behavior should have a consequence. If they have a bad behavior, that should lead to a consequence. If they feel bad over something that happened or they're emotionally reacting to something, we shouldn't punish their emotions. You need to connect and support their emotions.
Yeah, I agreed with you. I came back down and I apologized to Gemma.
Yeah, well, so then I guess that wasn't a disagreement.
You were right.
But yeah, so before that, would that have been a disagreement? And then we talked.
It was briefly a disagreement, and then you talked to me what you just said, and I was like, yeah, I guess that does track.
Yeah. So I guess at the end of the day, we could say that we handle disagreements by anything. What's that thing like you used to say? I was going to make a joke and I couldn't lead into the joke. What is that joke? It's a joke that we have, but it's also a little bit true. Whenever we both want something, then you... how do you say that?
The compromise joke?
Yes.
Oh,
it is a little bit true with disagreements even.
Right. When it comes to compromising, I want A, she wants Z, so we compromise somewhere in the middle around Y.
Yeah, basically, I just get my way.
Yeah.
And I'm always right and he's always wrong.
It's certainly not our dynamic.
No, it's not. That's just a joke. But no, honestly, disagreements, it's just communication. And if you struggle with communication, I advise anyone to sit down and figure that out, like within yourself, within your partner. Start by writing. I think if you're really disagreeing on something and you're having a hard time having a dialogue, you should both write down what you're feeling, why you feel that way, and then go take the time to read it to each other. So I can read you everything I believe on it, and you have to just listen and hear me out, and then you get to read, and then you have a chance to respond. And if you can't do that in that moment, well, let's respond back in our books. And that can at least get you to your dialogue and your discussion, but while respecting each other and being able to fully hear each other out without cutting each other off. Because that can happen when you have a disagreement sometimes.
Yeah. And also, like, it's nice to have it in writing so that it's kind of hard to, like, misconstrue, instead of like, well, you said this. And then the other person says, no, I didn't say that. I actually said this.
Yeah.
You hear something. If you're feeling defensive, you may hear something differently. But if it's written down, you can say, no, this is what I wrote.
Yeah.
And if you're interpreting it this way, here's what I meant by when I wrote it this way. I actually meant this. You may have interpreted it this way, but I meant this when I wrote it.
And I think it's good too, if you're doing a dialogue like that or doing it in a notebook because that works for you in the time, I think it's really important to ask questions, not just always respond. Like dig deep. I think with disagreements, like you need a full context, and we don't even realize sometimes, like, we know each other better than anyone in the world, but there's still things about Kris I don't know. And there's still things about me he doesn't know.
I'm a very mysterious person.
But my point is, we're always going to learn more about each other every year that we're married. And so you never know when something new is going to come up, and you might not even know why they feel that way. And it's a good learning opportunity too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would do if you feel like you can't have that dialogue, or there is a heated argument with a disagreement, take it to a notebook and figure it out that way.
Yeah, it's good. It's good advice.
Okay. We have 2 more questions. How do you understand each other more now than you did 10 years ago?
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Time spent, mistakes made, lessons learned.
Yeah, pretty much. And again, just communication. You never stop learning about each other.
Mm-hmm. If you are trying to learn.
Yeah.
If you continue to make the same mistakes. See, that's something I think I do very well. Maybe you disagree.
What?
When I do something that you don't like, and maybe I've done it 1,000 times and you haven't told me yet that you don't like it. But then when you blow up on me and tell me that you do this all the time, I'm always figuring this out. And then when you finally tell me that something I'm doing is bothering you, I do a very good job of fixing it right away.
Yeah, you are very intentional of making those corrections.
How often do you have to throw away my dirty coffee grounds now?
I kid you not. I was literally just about to say, I got to get better at the coffee grounds, which I emptied them this afternoon, by the way.
Have I complained to you about your coffee grounds?
You have not.
I'll just change it. You want to know why? Because all I am is a blue collar worker to you. And it's just another job emptying the coffee grounds.
Oh, no, but I try as well. So, yeah, I think you answered that question pretty simple, cut and dry. Just, trial, error, time spent.
Willingness to learn.
Yeah, and just learning. So, last question. Here we go. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, I like this one. If you know something is going on in your close friend's life that would hurt them, should you tell them?
Oh, that is hard without context.
All right.
Gosh, that's a hard one. That's a really good question. I really like this question. So you want to start?
Well, I'll just give you why don't we throw some hypotheticals out there?
Okay.
I think as a general rule, yes.
I think yes, too, for most cases.
But there may be some caveats. Like, what would you do if you saw your friend's husband on what appeared to be a date with another woman out at a restaurant?
I think I would just walk over and say, hey, what are you doing here? And then I would try to figure out the situation. It could be a business meeting. I mean, not everybody's cheating because they're out with dinner with somebody. Like, there's business dinners, there's job interviews, there's all kinds of reasons that you could be out to dinner. I think I wouldn't just look at it and go call right away. So, do you know this and that? I don't think I would go that route. I think I would first just walk over and be like, hey, what are you doing here? Who's this? And if it felt weird, I might even say, where's so-and-so? To see how everything reacted. It would definitely depend on what I saw. But man, how bold would you have to be on a date in public? That's why that would not be my first thought.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, of course.
I guess.
But yeah, I hadn't really thought of going up and talking to them. I was more along the line of silent judgment. Yeah. But I like your idea a lot better.
Yeah, I would be like, what's going on?
Vibe check.
Yeah, vibe check.
And if they've failed a vibe check, then you should probably reach out and say, this is what I saw. Hopefully it's nothing.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't ruin your marriage.
Nonetheless, that's a hard one.
That is a hard one. Also, I'm also kind of a big fan of stay out of other people's business.
Yes.
I'm also kind of a fan of that. I like to keep my nose down and not see things.
But see, here's the thing.
But how close? But if you're really close with your friends.
If you're a good friend, I think if it's a close friend, not just someone or acquaintance, like a best friend, if you saw that, I feel like, yeah, you go tell that friend, like, this is what you saw. Did you hearsay this or did you see it with your own eyes?
Good point.
Because I think if you know something from hearsay, absolutely not, 100% do not go tell them anything because you don't know if that's true or not.
Right.
I think if you saw something with your own eyes and then I think that If I saw some, but then again, see, if I saw something with my own eyes, I'm walking up to the person that I'm seeing it with my own eyes and be like, what's going on here? Let me just do a little check-in. Hey, where's your wife? Where's your husband? I'm going to go and see what's happening and feel the vibes. What about you?
Vibe check. Yep. Vibe check, and then make the call off of that.
Yeah.
If you're going to be potentially blowing up someone's life, you better be coming with real receipts.
Yeah, for sure. Like 100%. Because I think when you say real receipts, I think it has to be like not just visual saw this too, because you don't have context from a far point of view. That's why the vibe check is very important. I think in that situation, if you just saw something, you might have seen that wrong. You might have misinterpreted what was happening. So you need to be certain, I think, before you go and blow up someone's life.
Yeah, if they fail the vibe check, blow it up.
But like I said, if it was my best friend's husband, I probably would just walk right up and be like, the fuck?
Yeah, but also, if it was our best friend's spouse, that is also a close friend of us. So it's not like you're walking up to just the spouse of your friend. Like, that's also our friend. We're not going to be friends with anybody who we're not friends with both people in the couple.
But then the question says, if you know something is going on in a close friend's life,
that would hurt
them. Oh, so maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. If you know something is going on in your close friend's life that would hurt them, should you tell them? Like, are we talking like drug issues? Like, are they a drug addict or an alcoholic and that's going on in their life and we need to let them know about themselves, like an intervention? Or are we talking like where we took it right away of like, okay, your spouse is cheating, let's let them know. There's like emotional hurt. Like, are we talking physical hurt or emotional hurt? Because like now I'm like, how are we even taking the question?
Yeah, I think
the first way was probably the right way.
Probably the right way, but physical hurt, I think, is a resounding yes.
Like if they're going to a fight club every Friday.
Well, no, maybe they like to fight, and maybe they're real good at it.
What if but that could hurt them, and that could,
I think that's different than like doing drugs or being an alcoholic, something that's just like slowly killing you, something like that. Like if they're really like not functioning, you know what I mean? I don't know. Because obviously there's tons of functioning alcoholics in this world.
Alcohol is the worst drug of all.
That drink so much every day and continue to lead normal lives, which is killing them. But is it really your place if they're handling their life's business, then I don't feel like it's quite your place.
No,
even as
I say let them know. If that's the way the question's meant, yes, I say let them know.
I think if their life is falling apart and they aren't able to see it because they're so addicted to whatever, then I think yes.
No, I think it's only a matter of time. As someone with a history of drug use, it's only a matter of time. I was functioning for many years. I know people who were on drugs and functioned for many years, but no matter if you're functioning or not, at some point you are going to fall apart. And what better than to stop them before that happens than to the point of when they have fell apart. I was lucky enough to not have fallen apart before I got out, but not everyone can say the same. And most of those people who were functioning and were doing good, like it was all fun, but now they're at a point of no return. Why would you let someone get to that point?
Yeah. Well, one could certainly argue that you did go all the way down. We don't have to put this on the podcast.
No, that's fine.
But
no, I've gotten to tough times. I'm saying in the sense of something that could hurt, like just life habits, like they're doing something that could hurt them. I know something's going on. Like I know they're doing this thing that's hurting them. Like, should you tell them? Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's not the way to look at the question either. I'm not actually sure how the question was meant.
You answer in the comments, could you? Because this is a little bit, it's hurting my brain a little bit.
Okay. That is our question and answer episode. Those were some good questions. Yep. That was really fun.
That was fun.
What was your favorite question?
Favorite question? I think I got the most philosophical on the death row meal.
The first question?
Yeah, I liked that one. But also it was fun, like getting to talk about the balance.
I was about to say the balance.
I liked the balance one.
Yeah, I enjoy talking about that because that really is a big part of our dynamic. And same for the disagreements. I think that I liked that question as well. How do you handle disagreements? Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun. I'd love to do another one of those.
Yeah.
If the questions come, I'll answer them.
Yeah.
So if you guys, anytime, shoot questions in anytime. And
She talks, he nods at gmail.com.
if you send in questions and we have a compiling list, we may randomly throw in a Q&A episode every now and again if we have enough questions to do it. So,
or we'll just read the question, on any episode.
Could be a segment for every episode.
Yeah, that would be so cool to have a question at every episode. I would love to get to that point.
Got to have consistent questions, though. People.
Bring those questions in.
Yeah. So This was fun.
Yeah.
And if you made it to this point in the podcast, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. And if you can share, rate, review, subscribe, that would be amazing.
Yeah. We got some stickers coming out. Let us know if you want a sticker.
They look pretty good on a water bottle.
They're so cute. All right. Thanks for listening.
This has been
She Talks,
He Nods. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.